Hi, Evan Pantazi. Tomorrow morning, 1 o'clock, I start my journey to California, Southern California, the Irvine area. I'm going to be working a seminar hosted by Brian Hall, one of our instructors out there. And it's going to be working on the dynamic system of the Kyusho International Curriculum. And this is a Kyusho targeting and defense program that involves many layers. It's got 20 levels to it, and it includes everything from stand-up to clench to um, joint manipulation to groundwork to weapons defense. You name it, it has it in there. It's all the fighting ranges, all the fighting dynamics that you would need, all in a drill called Pak Sao. It has 20 levels. As I said, it's our testing criteria. And it's I know it's called Pak Sao, so a lot of Wing Chun people get excited. And in part, it was developed from my studies of Wing Chun. Pak Sao means slapping hand. And it uses not the open hand but the 6G hands, and that's the crucial difference. And it works off a drill that I got from Wing Chun 40 years ago. So it enveloped that, but it took it so far beyond, because in that Pak Sao drill I only got the one dynamic, and I developed the 20 levels out of that, and we've been working on it for decades. And it's our testing criteria in Kyusho International, and it develops a skill at all ranges of fighting. And it's amazing because the Kyusho targeting is the basis, and you don't need to name a pressure point or tell anybody what a meridian is, because we just don't buy into that anymore. Decades ago we did, but it still didn't matter because our testing criteria never asked for anybody to name a pressure point or name a meridian. It's just foolish. You can't do that in a fight. What it is developing your accuracy in action and under ever increasing stresses. But it works so much else, other things too. It works with the peripheral vision and the sympathetic nervous system, because what happens under stress is your body goes through what's called tunnel vision. You lose a little bit of your peripheral sight, you lose your hearing, your sense of smell. All these senses get occluded. And what we do is we have special programs within this Pak Sao drill to address those and to train them so they're not likely to affect you under a real stress situation. Or if you are occluded, maybe you get the tunnel vision, maybe you get the auditory occlusion, you can first recognize it and then work with it or work to negate it. And it's just a brilliant process. It's evolved over the past decades, as I said, and it works in your health too, because if you learn how to deal with stresses in under really heavy contact possibility or physical damage possibility, then working with your everyday stress of whatever it is, your boss is riding you too hard, your family life is having a little difficulty because of financial, whatever it is. Okay, these stresses can really affect you and drag you down, and it's not going to help you work at your peak to rectify them or correct them. So we teach you how to work with these stresses and to negate their effects on your body so you can have a clear mind and work accordingly. Now in the Pak Sao, we're going to be going up through, since last year was the first time out in Southern California, since I had a school out there many years ago. Um, uh, we worked on an introductory course showing people what the pressure points were, working with them a little bit, getting them to feel it, to experience it, to understand it, to apply it correctly, so many things. So now we're throwing them right into the drill, and that's the way we like to do it. They learned the revivals last year because that is the base, okay? And they will be shown the revivals or worked with the revivals again, maybe even tested on it if people are ready for it. And from there we jump right into the training process, and we probably get up to 4 to 6 levels, because the first 4 to 6 levels are the basics, of course, and then we're going to work them each subsequent year in the next levels of their curriculum to get their fine-tuning down and to monitor their progress on the first 6 levels. So it's always evolving process. Now, even our instructors go through this process. And we work with all their specific levels and their higher levels of skill and demand on their bodies in this Pak Sao drill. It can be. We don't always work that in class, but that is their base, okay? And that is a testing criteria. We also have other testing criterias for multiple person attacks, you name it, we have it. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. If you want to click the link below to take you to all the information. If you're in Southern California or a nearby state and you want to come out to visit this weekend, 2 full days of training and real Kyusho adaptation to your real life. Thanks for watching.